Hi, my name is Frank. It's Friday, time to kick back, relax, talk music. Today I want to show you and review some recent records I picked up. I want to talk about that Taylor Hawkins tribute concert, and of course, we'll open the mail. Cheers, 33ers. It's a big gulp kind of night. Today is also Ozzy Osbourne Day. His latest album, Patient, what was it called? Patient Number 9 comes out today. I don't have my vinyl copy as of the recording of this video, but as soon as I get it and digest it, I will come back and I'll share my thoughts on that album. Today though, jam-packed, man, jam-packed. I want to talk first of all briefly about that Taylor Hawkins tribute concert last weekend, and I know at least a few of you were at that show in the UK. Looked amazing. I saw it here, but I would have loved to have seen it in person. And a couple people asked me what I thought were the highlights of the show, and man, there were so many. It was great to see Alex Lifeson and Geddy Lee have that reunion up on the stage again. But for me, my personal highlight is when Taylor Hawkins' son came up and jammed on My Hero with the Foo Fighters. Turns out Taylor Hawkins' young son, I don't know how old he is a drummer, and man, he was fantastic. The kid's name is Shane Hawkins. And David Grohl, when he was introducing him, he said, man, he probably hits drums harder than any drummer he had ever seen before. And this kid, man, he was so freaking good. And it was quite emotional too, in the sense that he was playing his dad's parts and paying tribute to his dad. So that was awesome. Surprisingly, I thought the Wolfgang Van Halen stuff was really good. Wolfgang was smoking. I've been growing a little tired of Wolfgang with his Twitter tirades. He seems like he gets easily frustrated on social media. I'll put it that way. But man, sometimes it's better to walk away from the trolls than to feed the trolls. But Wolfgang doesn't just feed the trolls on Twitter. He throws them steaks, man. But it kind of, I'm going to say it has been making him a little bit unlikable to a lot of people, which is too bad because he's a great musician, and I thought he did a great job at the tribute concert as well. So it's fantastic. It was awesome the way. Oh, one more thought about Wolfgang. It's so funny because he's gone on and on and on about how he's not doing any Van Halen songs, and someone asked him why doesn't. And on Twitter, someone once asked him why he doesn't play Panama and the Van Halen song Panama, and then Wolf said he's not playing any effing Van Halen or Panama, just being a real jerk about it. And of course, at this tribute concert, what does Wolfgang do? He goes and plays Van Halen song, so that was kind of weird. Anyway, complete side note, it was really cool that David Grohl and the Foo Fighters were able to put on this show for their fallen brother. I know there's another show coming up in California. Then it'll be interesting to see what happens with the Foo Fighters, right? I think at this point, the stage is set for them to continue as a band and to continue on. I think it'd be kind of sad to see the Foo Fighters end. At this point, I think there are many years. There's more gas left in that tank anyway, but we'll see what happens. Anyway, it's a great show. It's a great show, and I think Dave Grohl and the guys did it right. So rest in peace, Taylor. And it's good to see that your legacy lives on.
Channel 33 RPM.
All right, I want to talk about a few albums I picked up recently, and here are two. I'm not going to exaggerate. I've waited like 3 decades, probably more, 35 years to get these, and these are the reissues of Quiet Riot's original Japanese albums, Quiet Riot 1 and Quiet Riot 2, which were released in the 1970s. So before Quiet Riot rose to the top of the charts in 1983 with Metal Health, they were this club band in Los Angeles that were just toiling away for years and years and years. And of course, Randy Rhoads at the time was the guitarist in Quiet Riot, and Randy Rhoads would go on to international fame when he joined Ozzy Osbourne's band and recorded and co-wrote the tunes on Blizzard of Oz and Diary of a Madman. But these albums were Randy's humble roots. They were only available in Japan, basically, and they were never released here. Even after Randy's death, I know a lot of people wanted these albums to be released worldwide, but Randy's mom blocked their reissue because she just knew Randy wasn't very proud of them. So finally, they were reissued this year. And I kind of had mixed feelings about it too, in a sense, because Randy's mom blocked them for so long and then she passed away. And then now here we go, we have them. So here we go, Quiet Riot 1. This was the first one. This was the first time we really heard Randy Rhoads on record. Randy's playing on this one, I thought was pretty stock, 1970s rock stuff. There weren't too many holy crap moments on this one. If anything, Randy underplays on most of these tracks. And I hate to say it, but the songs were mostly forgettable. They generally lean more to power pop than they do to hard rock. But listening to this is a great study in the evolution of Randy's playing. This was 1977, and by 1980, Randy was already recording one of the most classic heavy metal albums of all time, that being Blizzard of Oz. Quiet Riot 2 was released a year later in 1978, and there's actually quite a bit of growth between the first album and the second album, particularly, well, in the songwriting, but particularly in Randy Rhoads' guitar playing. You can really hear Randy coming into his own in both his signature riffs and in his signature double lead guitar tracks. The opening cut, Slick Black Cadillac, was later re-recorded for Metal Health with Carlos Cavazo on guitar. This version, the original one, is superior in my humble opinion. I do have an original version of Quiet Riot 2, and here is the reissue. In terms of sound quality, I thought both of these sound surprisingly good. But even right there in the camera, you can see the artwork. This one's a little more dull. This one's a little more faded. And the cover artwork does not pop as much as the original. And nonetheless, I'm happy to have both of these. I'll show you inside. There's the jacket. And it does come with some goodies. Comes with a booklet. You can see right there. Some cool photos of the band. Some lyrics. And some more photos. And it also comes with, yeah, you can see right there, it's a full 2 foot by 2 foot poster. So I thought that was pretty cool. And Quiet Riot 1 similarly comes with some bonus goodies, including again the booklet, which again comes with some cool photos. Quiet Riot and Randy. Lyrics. And of course, this one also comes with a fold-out poster. The posters are cool, but I asked myself, what do I do with this? I'm not going to really hang it on the wall. So that's part of the packaging, right? At least they're putting some bonus goodies in there, which is pretty cool. I'm not sure how limited these records are, but if you're Quiet Riot fan, if you're a Randy Rhoads fan, I would pick these up sooner than later because I don't see these as being records that are going to be repressed or around for a long time. It's time to open the mail. I got one piece of mail to show you, and this was sent to me from Sweden. I'll show you the record in a second, but let's check out the note first. It says here, "Hi Frank, my name is Oz. I live on the Swedish West Coast, and I am a longtime viewer of yours." Awesome. Thank you very much, Oz. He says, "I really enjoy your insight and views on everything vinyl, CD, merch, and beyond. I sadly do not comment much, but I absolutely love your content." Awesome. I appreciate it. He says, "I really wanted to send you a signed copy of my band's latest release, our 6th studio album in total, but our first on vinyl." So the band is called Osukaru, which means Oscar in Japanese. And Oz here says it started back in 2010 and has since evolved into what you hold in your hands today. I'll show you that in a second. He says, "Our latest album, Starbound, came out on CD and digital via AOR Heaven back in October of last year, and on vinyl via my own small indie label, Dusty Road Records, earlier this summer. We are often described as a band with one foot in melodic rock and the other in classic heavy metal. I would absolutely love to hear your thoughts on the matter after maybe a spin or two. Thank you very much for your time in reading this, and keep the videos coming. All the best from very hot and sunny Sweden." Signed, Oz, on August 16th, 2022. Thank you very much, Oz. This is awesome. I love hearing from musicians. I love hearing from people from all over the world. So again, Oz's band is called Osukaru, and I hope I got that right, man. I specialize in two things: and butchering names of people and butchering names of places. And I guess bands too, sometimes bands. That's 3 words, 3 things. So here we go. Osu Karu. And here's the record Oz was talking about. There's the back. Check this out. Here is the signed gatefold. You gotta love it, right? Inside, we had this, the official fan clan. Some information where you can sign up and get discounts on some cool stuff. Came with this signed band photo. It's got the lyric sheet. It's got more photos of the band. You gotta love the attention to detail. You gotta love when bands put that extra effort into these sorts of things, right? And that one came on black vinyl. So what did I think of this? I have spun it a few times, and I made some notes here. The notes are always important. If you're not familiar with the music scene in Sweden, man, those guys are producing so many bands. Rock, hard rock, heavy metal. It's just, there's a huge scene over there. Bands like Crazy Licks, Enforcer, Heat, Ghost. We all know about Ghost, right? Candlemass, Europe, Final Countdown guys, they were from Sweden. Huge, just a huge music scene. So in terms of this album, and again, I'll leave a link to these guys. I'll leave a link to their Bandcamp so you can check them out there and order this record if you so desire. This was melodic hard rock with a strong 80s influence. It's a fun listen, especially for those who long for the days when music was fun and loud and when rock stars were still a thing. In terms of this band, think Dokken, Europe, White Lion, Def Leppard, all combined into one pot, stirred up. This is what you get. Osu Karu. So thank you very much, Oz, for saying this over. Again, Bandcamp link below this video. Please do check it out because who knows, you may find yourselves with a new favorite Swedish hard rock band. All right, 33ers, that's my Friday update. Let me know what you thought in the comments below. I'll be back on Sunday. Till then, keep on spinning.